Welcome to the Research Unit 5159, Resolving the Prefrontal Circuit of Cognitive Flexibility. The aim of the research unit is to elucidate the mechanisms that enable neuronal populations in prefrontal cortex to code for working memory and decision-making. The planned research builds up on the successful tradition of German neuroscience that over the last century provided the knowledge and tools for addressing this challenging aim.
We all rely on flexibility for surviving in a permanently changing environment. And during the last pandemic years, we painfully realized how much we, at individual level, need to be flexible to cope with the demands of home office, lockdowns, and homeschooling. The Research Unit 5159 aims to understand how the behavioral abilities that are broadly defined as cognitive flexibility are mapped into the brain and why they are impaired in several neurological and neuropsychiatric disorders.
While cognitive flexibility involves multiple brain areas, the prefrontal cortex, the frontal part of the frontal lobe, has been described as the core of these large-scale networks. The cognitive flexibility results from the convergence of multiple processes. The consortium will focus on two: the working memory and decision-making. Working memory is the capacity to hold information temporarily, as well as decision-making that has been described as the ability to act according to an anticipated outcome. The working hypothesis of the research unit is that cognitive flexibility relies on temporally coordinated prefrontal ensembles, defined by their outputs and inputs.
Elucidating the prefrontal mechanisms of flexible behavior under physiological conditions is the main goal of the research unit during the first 4 years. This will set the stage for understanding disease-related loss of flexibility. By using cutting-edge technology and truly translational approaches, we will identify species-independent strategies that rest on the dynamic formation of neuronal ensembles for specific behaviors. This will be contrasted by specializations of individual species accounting for their specific cognitive demands. The experimental data will be embedded in a theoretical framework which will allow us to extract general principles of neuronal ensemble formation. The working plan provides excellent opportunities for young scientists who will receive multidisciplinary training and tailored mentoring via extensive lab exchanges.
The research unit involves 9 groups from different universities. The group in Hamburg focuses on developmental aspects of cognitive flexibility. Freiburg has 3 projects, one looking into response diversity during action control, one about stable and dynamic memory representations, and one computation project about the flexible formation of prefrontal assemblies. The group in Tübingen addresses the neural basis of ordinal judgments. The Munich group elaborates on neurodynamic mechanisms of human cognitive flexibility. The project in Frankfurt investigates the prefrontal response diversity across different behaviors, while Mannheim has a computational project on neurodynamical principles. And Vienna hosts a group specializing on choice-predicting neurons.
The ultimate goal of the Research Unit 5159 is to change the view on cognitive flexibility, from a black box full of questions to a toolbox containing knowledge important for future therapeutic interventions.